back to the Marvel Snap deck highlight, coming at you today with our latest season pass release in Skaar, a 6/11 that gets 2 energy cheaper for each of your cards that has 10 or more power in play. My initial impression of this card after playing it with a half a dozen hours or so is that it's a little bit on the weaker side as far as season pass cards go. Definitely not quite punching as hard as things like Loki and Miss Marvel, and more comparable to something like Sebastian Shaw, which is still very playable but not likely to become a meta-defining threat. So if you're someone that has a little bit more of a budget and you have to pick and choose which season passes you get in Snap, this might end up being one to skip. That being said, today's deck list is sweet and felt powerful, and it does feel like a unique card inside of it. So this deck list is basically another take on the let's make big numbers with a handful of cards and then close out with a stat stick plus a tech card on the final turn of the game. So our tech cards of choice are Shadow King as well as Shang-Chi here to interact with big numbers that our opponents are making, and then our Skaar is backed up by several big number cards ourselves, such as Atuma, who we can either armor to mitigate his downside or zero him out, as well as Dr. Octopus, which is disruption, as well as a card that makes Skaar cheaper, and finally Gladiator, who is a big stat stick that makes Skaar cheaper if we squint, thanks to cards like Forge and one of Nico Minaru's spell being able to buff him up to 10 points of stats. Because the core of this deck has a bunch of on-reveal effects as well, we're also leveraging Werewolf by Night, whose recent nerf to a 4/4 means that if we move him only 3 times, he's going to make Skaar cheaper as well. You're going to see from the game highlights that I have for here, this deck gets to execute its game plan very consistently, and it was easily the most interesting, fun, and powerful Skaar deck that I played on the first day. I'm looking forward to exploring more with this card. If you think you found something sweet, let me know in the comments down below. For the rest of today, though, enjoy this sweet Skaar list.
The mystery intrigues me.
Nico into Forge into Gladiator. So this will actually get me a free Skaar next turn, right? Okay.
Victory.
Doesn't bother us because we have Wolf Dog, Echo, Wolverine. I think I'm saving him for post Werewolf. I thought old Shuri was nuts and now I'm old enough to remember 32 power. Old enough to remember 32 power. What's his name not being okay? Red Skull. They snapped on that. They must have what's his name teed up, huh? We're gonna have a 0 power Skaar again here, or 0 energy Skaar again. Yeah, must be an old gamer, right? everywhere. Fuck! Oh, I miscounted my Skaar too. It's actually only a 2 energy Skaar. Alright, we need a Shang-Chi off the top. Because we pulled this. And then I'm winning center. Does Shadow King do it? 0, 0, 0, 0. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Twitch chat. This is 10, 11, 3. No, we actually lose, right? Yeah, we're dead to null because we're tying the rate. Sad. That is definitely a decision you are allowed to make. Beat that one.
Victory.
Leo. This location is abysmal for us, so I'm going to get rid of it. Did bots have an infinity border? No. The Atuma variant is sick. Wakanda forever, gamers. This is just not a werewolf game, right? Oh, I think that's good for us, right? Is it? Actually, sure. Let's see how our Doc Ock goes. Oh, the Venom popping last is stellar. This is great, says local man about to be Shang-Chi.
Hello, so happy.
Are ye worthy?
What? What? Oh man. Of all the turns of Marvel Snap, that was certainly one of them. Stay.
Victory.
Oh, you know what? Maybe instead of Limbo, I was thinking maybe this deck wants Limbo, but actually maybe it just wants Zabu. I think that's probably a real thing to do. Just get Wolf down earlier. Dino's actually a little annoying because I can't guarantee that we can check that next turn, right? Helps a little bit. Well,
Opponent snapped.
okay, Boomer, calm down. You beating us mid? No? The things people snap on are so strange to me. My body is ready to fully get stuffed in a trash can by another can't play high card. Alright, open for Gladiator in our top 3 here. Great. That's on the big kitty going where we wanted. Sad. Shadow King, the kitty going middle with Shadow King as a draw is actually pretty stellar. Do I actually just do this here now? And then Shadow King these off next turn so that way Skaar is reduced? I think that's the play. I think I'd snap here if I was playing for keeps and not just trying to record content. Oh, I'm still not gonna get the Skaar bonus though because of the Soul Stone. Stock Ock then. I think this wins the game most of the time, right? Shadow King getting to be super flexible. Dino. If they dino the left, then they're probably not winning the center while we're 7-2.
Victory.
Kyrie is a must-have for high evo. Kyrie is a must-play card in any She-Hulk deck moving forward. Where is my Gladiator at, gamers? I think I Zabu this turn into like Wolf 0 next turn into a Tuba something else the following turn. Canadian Ramen, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. And I want a 0 here actually because the Wolf's gonna end up somewhere over here and I want to pull it. So it jumps. Alright, they potentially have my Shang-Chi and my Shadow King, which makes this game way messier. Tuma here, Shadow King here. This gives me 2 energy Skaar next turn. Could Crossbones be a Gladiator replacement as we have Zabu? I think you'll just have a really hard time getting that card into play. I could do like this, I guess, and kind of play for all of them. This is the line. There's a few different ways this turn could play out.
Victory.
This is my favorite deck today. This is my favorite new deck today. Could be right to wait on Forge or Nico for this. This also lets us curve quite cleanly. With the Shang-Chi. I feel like I'm just like scarring over here, and then I'm vibing on these others, because if I draw a werewolf, I could go like wolf and then bounce them around a little bit. Wolf? Wolf? Puppy, 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 puppy. Sometimes lucky rubber ducky. Holy. So obviously they could have grabbed a tuba there to mess us up. Really glad we drew the wolf so we could end with 2 center, huh? Whew. As is. I think it's really just they need to rein in the other ones. No, this is fine actually, right? I think this is fine. This is actually exactly how we drew it up, chat. No cap, no cap. We get to werewolf, and then we get to play all 3 of these out on 5, and then wolf is 10, gladiator's 10, Skaar costs 2, ship it. Ooh, that's a good murder she wrote, chat. That's a good murder she wrote. right. And I get to go Doc Octopus, pull a bunch of your friends into play here, Forge, and then my Skaar is free and I can Shang-Chi and stuff next turn? This does seem like a Christmas wish list for this deck. It does. Yeah, no joke. Unironically that. We're gonna lose because Dr. Octopus is gonna put Iron Man and Onslaught into the same location. Ooh. Okay. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, lizard on a chair, take my hands. Okay, so what if I go Skaar into 0 Atuma?
I am Iron Man.
Everybody clench! Oh, vodka!
I am Iron Man.
No! No! Oh, no! Oh, no! Pain! Pain! I could have won with my cards in different locations. If I would have... Yeah, I didn't really count how much I was going to end up with over here. I could have balanced this better. I could have put a Tuba here to be +7 here at 34, and then my armor would have been -7 here. So I could have been 34 and 32, which is significantly better against a living tribunal. I wanted these more evenly split as opposed to one high and one low. That's all. Snap the like button if you'd be so kind, and check back in again tomorrow for another highlight.